Now, this is getting right on my mammary glands, that it is. Well, because it's not democratic. In fact, it's a dictatorship. If they ever get in power. And nobody, practically nobody, is actually standing up and actually saying anything about it apart from one of the party members, or actually ex-party members now. This is just, it's mind-boggling that it is. Anyway, before I get into it, we must kind of boot the old like button and maybe subscribe to the channel, little bell icons, and you can warm face video podcast every time I upload another video. You can watch the page on the buyer's copy, the links are down below. Oh my giddy aunt. Oh dear. Anyway, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the Reform Party Limited. Now, I have done various videos about this before, where I've showed you company house information and what have you. And as a result, that company house information shows that there's about 15 shares that have been allocated, and the majority of the shares belong to Nigel Farage of the Reform Party. Yes, I'm talking about the Reform Party Limited. And Nigel Farage has been platformed absolutely blooming everywhere. He's probably been on Question Time about 38 times now, is it? And it's not even a democratic party. It is a limited company. It was set up as a limited liability company. It's an LTD. Oh, okay, you think, okay, that's fine, isn't it, you know? But the way that the share allocation's been done, I actually can't see how they can actually convert that into anything other than, well, a dictatorship. If the party comes into power. You've got people voting for that. Well, 4.1 million people. I call them stupid people, all right? Who voted for the Reform Party because they clearly, they got no clue. They're suckered by Nigel Farage, all right? They just have. They're just drawn in by him. It's like, oh, look at my eyes. Not around my eyes, but into my eyes goes Nigel Farage. I don't know how he does it, but he does it, all right? But the fact that it's not it's not a democratic party, no. And it has to be said. I mean, he should be shouting this from the flipping rooftops. But nobody says anything. All right, okay, let me get this straight, right? You have got a party that has been voted in by 4.1 million people, and it's given them a few seats, right? About 5 seats in government. All right, they're not in power, no, but they are in government, so they have got some power in government because they've got a say, and that's called diplomacy and democracy, and it's just how it should be, okay? But there's nothing democratic about the Reform Party Limited. I get my worms out now. I get getting tongue-tied here and saying the wrong words. Diplomacy and democracy. Well, I'm talking about democracy, all right? Diplomacy is more about, discussion and negotiation. But you see, how can the Reform Party Limited be a democracy, a democratic party that's been received 4.1 million votes, and as such they've received 300 from the taxpayer, £380,000 a year, okay, for the party, because they are in, they're there, right? They get free, because that's based on the amount of votes they get. Free people on the basis of the amount of seats you get, isn't it? Really, I suppose. But it's not. How is it democratic when the actual party itself is a limited company and has shares that are allocated, 15 shares, and the majority shares go to one person because he's got over 50%, and that is Nigel Farage. So how does that work together? You've got democracy and you've got a dictatorship. How does that mesh? And nobody's saying anything. Oh, Ben Habib. Okay, Ben Habib was sort of touched on it. All right? who got shafted by Nigel Farage, because he was like the deputy leader. Leader was Richard Tice. And anyway, Richard Tice became the deputy, Nigel Farage became the leader, and poor old Ben B became nothing. It's like what he deserves. But anyway, it's just it doesn't mesh. And this is a man, Nigel Farage, who prayed about democracy within the European Union. Oh, it's not democratic. Unelected. Unelected, they said. How many times have we heard that? How many times have I been told that by other people who's got suckered by Nigel Farage? Unelected bureaucrats. Well, at least there's more than one. But not in the Reform Party Limited, there's one. And apparently that's okay for the flipping Reform Party members. Who keep 140-odd thousand plus, whoever it is now. Well, actually, they're subscribers, actually. You are not subscribing to the Reform Party. Because the Reform Party is owned by Nigel Farage. You are subscribing to Nigel Farage. Lucky old you. Can't you see how idiotic this is? It is a total hypocrisy. Anyway, you tell me. Please leave it in the comments down below. But boop the like button, will you? Boop, 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 boop. Anyway, maybe subscribe to the channel, which is there. And yeah, don't forget notifications. Bell icon. If you want to support the channel, do it on Patreon or Bars Coffee, links down below. Now, you tell me, alright, in the comments down below, am I talking my ass, my derriere? Or does this not make sense to you as well? Toodaloo.